Hello, my faithful nerdettes and neckbeards, and welcome once more to Spider's Toy Review here on Crumbs Studios at youtube.com/piecrumbs. I'm your host, James, better known as Spider with a pie, and prime time! Well, prime time week has gone into 2 weeks because I am bad at calendar. Today, we're looking at Transformers Generations Classics G1 Optimus Prime. He's modeled to look more like the G1 version, obviously, as the name would probably give away. It's pretty cool, and I'd like to give a shout out to the guys at DFW Vintage Toys for making me a really good deal on this 2-pack. It only came with a really derpy movie version, Skyhook Optimus Prime, and he's been released with several other 2-packs because, well, we'll get into it. He's not really worth buying by himself, but he's still pretty cool, and he's not as cool as the Tokyo Hobby Shop Convoy that I can't afford because the cheapest I've been able to find it is $100. And unless, I win the lottery or I start getting a lot more money off of YouTube, as in any at all, that's gonna be one of my grails for a little bit. As we see here, he's supposed to look like the G1 truck. The cab is a little shorter than I'd like to have seen, and things don't peg together at all. He has a really dumb gimmick, but we'll get into that when we get into robot mode. Pull off his gun here. I do like that the gun transforms itself. Here it's more of for a mobile gun platform, but it pulls back and becomes like a Cybertron Tommy gun. Say hello to my little friend. And I dropped it because my hands are really sweaty because it's hot as balls in my room. This is Texas after all. And we're getting into the summer. Well, it's the middle of the summer. But it's almost over and fall will be upon us and temperatures will hit back into the 80s, hopefully. Very classic look to him. He's got the clear windows. I would have liked to have seen Matrix of Leadership in there, but instead we get driver seats. But that's cool too. Not a whole lot of robot visible other than the top of a head. I mean, and this is his legs. And his crotch. Yeah, you like that, don't you, Prime? Transformation on this guy is really, really simple. Split apart the legs. Flip out the feet. Spin the cab around. And try not to break things. And we got a little bit of automorph going on here when you pull the torso down. Or the legs down, you pull it back. And I guess that's what it's going to do. That's as much as it's going to do right there. And one of the smokestacks fell off. Choking hazard. Get back on there. Alright. Reassembled. See this little switch right here? Dumbass gimmick. Dumbass gimmicks that ruin toys. News at 11. Pop the head up. And this is on a little spring, so it automatically closes up there. That's kind of cool. And that's it. That's really all that there is to the transformation. He's got pretty good articulation. The head only swivels. You can kind of lean it back, but yeah. I don't like the light piping. They went overboard. He's got really sad looking eyes like, please take me home, please. I think that was Hasbro's intent to get people to buy this sad, pathetic attempt at an Optimus Prime G1. His shoulders can go back, so that's cool, and they're on a ball socket with some pretty good motion. Rotate and a hinge there. Hands don't rotate, but that's all good. No waist swivel. Well, he does have a waist swivel that you can't use because it's blocked by the automorph. Instead, well, we'll get into that here in a second. Finish off the regular articulation. Ball socket in the hip, and a rotate, and a knee, and a foot. He's a little anorexic for my taste. I would have liked to have seen this all come out a little bit more, but it doesn't. What you're going to do, I know, invest $100 in that really awesome toy that I can't afford. On to the gimmick that I hate. I hate it so much. He's got this switch back here. When you push it, it's supposed to make him spin around and, you know, Zangief Prime, crush everything. Blah. Yeah, he swivels around like drunk Zangief. That's what you get instead of waist articulation. You get like chest articulation, which is really weird. And not listed in the instructions, and this I had to actually find on an Amazon review that was dogging on the toy, was if you pull this out, come on, you get the chest lined up and you pull this out all the way, that will lock the chest a little bit, and then it has a little bit of a ratchet going, so you can keep him from spinning around and making him vomit. Overall, I do enjoy the figure. He's pretty cool, except for, you know, like I said, the truck mode is kind of lame, and it looks like he's been going into the bathroom and throwing up after every meal. The main reason I picked this guy up is because I realized I have a lot of Deluxe class Primes, and I didn't have one that looked like G1, and after I found Orion packs, I had in my head that I'd like to get a lineup of all the Primes through the generations that were semi-trucks and kind of, you know, build an evolution shelf. Still working on that. Still missing a couple generations of Prime, but I do now have the packs, which is G0. That's what I'm going to call it. And then you've got War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, G1, G2, all those guys. But I'm going to be working on that for the time being. Well, that's it for this review, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, I'd like to know what you thought about it. Throw a comment down there in the section below. I decided that I'm going to try and go to BotCon next year, which is going to cost quite a lot of money, especially since I don't make that much at my full-time job. Plus with bills and trying to keep the site funded and keep stuff coming in to do reviews on, things are going to be a little tight. I might have to go through my backlog of figures for a while, and I might not be able to pick up some of the new stuff. And I'm sorry if you get tired of old videos, but I gotta do what I gotta do. If you'd like to help out, there's a link down below in the information section where you can go over to Crumbsstudios.com and throw a little support my way. It'd be awesome if you did. If not, you know, it's also cool. It's whatever, man. As long as you enjoyed the video and you thought that it was funny and informative and all that other good stuff, that's all that really matters. Until next time, this has been Spider, saying be safe and take it easy. See y'all next time. I'm out.
Go! I'm thirsty. Oh, yeah!
Zangief Prime, crush everything. Blah!